Hello rejects, and welcome back to a brand new Darktide news video. There's a lot to talk about in this video. We're going to be talking about the pre-launch beta. We got some brand new details regarding about that. We're going to be talking about the Psyker class, the brand new trailer that was just dropped, although it was a cinematic trailer. And we're also going to be talking about the possibility of cross-save and what's currently up with that, as well as Scoreboard. This is very big. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. And you guys can go ahead and scroll through little bits if you guys want, but let's get into the meat of it. Okay, so the first brand new thing is the pre-launch, pre-order beta, basically. And Hedge, that guy over at fatshark on the Discord community, went ahead and made a little post about it. So they talked about when the pre-order beta is going to be. The pre-launch beta, 17th of November through to launch. So we're going to have a lot of time to play the game. They did say there may be various downtimes. Continued uptime isn't a guarantee. So that right there shows you that there could be some issues with it, and they are definitely going to be stress testing the heck out of this beta, because they're very pushing this in all their advertisements and everything. They really want people to pre-order the game to get into the beta, so it's going to be packed, because a lot of players actually didn't even get into the closed beta. So then it says progress carry over to launch when. They say, we have nothing committed right now, but we do understand how important it is, and we'll be sure to update you the moment we have more to share prior to the pre-order beta going live. So from that response, I'm kind of assuming that that's going to mean we're really not going to get cross-save from the pre-launch beta to the full game. However, we might. Now, another guy over sent a message to Hedge and asked him what exactly we're going to see in the pre-launch beta, and Hedge replied, and he said the details of what exactly is in the test may be withheld. They may not. We're still figuring it out, smiley face, but the beta will see patches during its times and will not contain all the content and will be somewhat dynamic in terms of what's available on the board. So from this, with them saying the downtime, we're definitely not getting a full release of where the game's currently at right now. They're not going to give us that. They're giving us a preset version they have. Now they said it will go through patches and changes. So I was thinking that they're just going to give us the game pre-launch and then just continue to update it up to launch, and then give us a different version, which is a more fine-tuned. But it seems like what they're doing is they're giving us a preset version. It's going to be different from the closed beta, have more content, but still have certain pieces locked out. So what I think is going to be locked out, I think they're going to give us the daily tasks and stuff like that, but they're still going to lock out a certain vendor. They're not going to give us all the missions. If there's supposed to be some sort of prologue, tutorial, story aspect, they're going to take that out, and they're just going to give us just the main hunk of the game. It's going to have the main progression, but it's going to be more of a much bigger beta, because this is going to be out for about 3-4 weeks before the actual game comes out. So we're going to see how it works, but I'm really excited for it though. And even if there's downtime, I'm just excited to go ahead and play the game, really. I mean, I pre-ordered. All of you guys should pre-order, if you want to be in the pre-launch beta. So yeah, as far as cross-save goes, as of right now, it looks like we probably aren't going to be getting cross-save, which is a bit of a bummer, but I'm fine regrinding my character up. I know it's a big thing for a lot of players. They're like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to regrind my character, but at the same time they could add a bunch of brand new content and character customization options, so it might be worth it. But from what they're saying, I don't think we're going to get cross save. The next big thing that has been going on in the community right now is the Psyker Slander. Now this is absolutely hilarious. I don't know if you guys have been checking out the Reddit posts, but people have just been plastering memes about the Psykers with fatshark completely forgetting them. We have all the class spotlights out, and Psyker hasn't gotten their spotlight yet. And everyone's saying that Psyker's gonna get treated like how Sienna did in Vermintide 2, and she didn't even get her 4th job. So I don't know. I hope this isn't the case, because I'm really hoping to main Psyker. I love Psyker. I was like the only class I played in the beta, and I absolutely loved playing Psyker. So, you know, I hope Psyker doesn't get, you know, the middle child treatment, but if it does, it does, I guess. But yeah, so fatshark did actually release the Psyker short story, so that's pretty cool. We got the Psyker short story. I read through it. It's pretty interesting. I will link it down in the description below if you guys want to go ahead and give it a read. Little confusing for me. I'm not too into the Warhammer lore. I know little bits, but I'm still trying to learn a bit. So, but yeah, it was definitely an interesting read. But that means we'll get the spotlight soon, hopefully. Let's pray, dude. Let's pray. So the next thing we got is the cinematic trailer for the world intro. I believe that's what it's called. And this trailer was really cool. Obviously, it was just a, you know, quick little cinematic to build up more Darktide hype. We get this girl that comes in. She's got like this big white hair, with like a little monocle thing, and you know, it was a pretty cool trailer. We also get to see the squad from, I believe, one of the very first trailers for Darktide, and they end up dying. So that's kind of sad for our boys, but rest in peace. Rest in peace. The next bit of content, and this one's a bit controversial in the community, but it is the scoreboard. So essentially, the scoreboard is on the negotiating table. So fatshark, Hedge specifically, replied, and he said this in the following post: "I wasn't trying to make light of an anger management issue, but rather frame it in the context of this being a game, and that there are lots of things that deserve anger. While its games are a great escape, it makes me sad that anger can be born of them. Even intense games like the Tide ones, we don't want our games to be a source of anger or upset for anyone. I'm not going to get into the weeds of a scoreboard, or lack of, being a good or a bad thing, but we are looking at what a revised scoreboard might look like, and when you might expect it, not day one. It'll likely promote co-op measurements and less of the green circle stuff. If you're keen to see specifics of your team, you'll likely need to keep an eye on them for now at least." So this means we're not getting a scoreboard. Will they implement it? It's based off of user feedback. So at launch, there's not going to be a scoreboard. Me personally, I kind of don't like this. I mean, I understand what they're going for. In Vermintide 2, you know, it had kills. You would have a kill feed popping up, you know, for like every enemy you killed. And I get, you know, visually it's a little annoying, but you could always just scale the UI down. I mean, if it was that big of an issue, they could have made that a thing in game. But that's not really what it is. It's mainly just because, like, they just don't want to put one in. They think it just promotes more of a toxic community, because people are like, oh, you're not participating enough, or you didn't get this exact amount of damage, you didn't kill these amount of elites, you're garbage. But then also you're like, I don't know how many elites I killed. You know, if I'm supposed to be killing the elites, did I actually kill them? Like, I don't know. And so there's pros and cons of it. Me personally, I would like to see a scoreboard eventually, and I get they want to promote co-op measurements. You know, the co-op aspect in this game is huge. You have to stick with your team, and if you don't stick with your team, you're gonna die. It really felt like that in this game, much more than Vermintide did. But it was pretty interesting. Last but not least is the Devoted Rejects pack. If you guys don't know what this is just an exclusive skin pack that's brand new. This is so basically, if you guys have owned Vermintide 1 or owned Vermintide 2, pretty much by the time you play Darktide, you'll get a free skin cosmetic pack. It's called the Devoted Rejects pack. You'll get it for free in the character creator, you know, on the first login starting November 30th. And all it is just, it's a couple facial options and a couple tattoos you get to put on your guys that look like the characters' tattoos from Vermintide 1 and 2. So that's pretty much it. I think that's really cool that we're getting that. That's just a little thing. But yeah, guys, that was all of the news for today. Very exciting. Hopefully we get these Psyker spotlights soon. I'm hoping it comes out within this next week or next couple days. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, if you guys are excited for Darktide, go ahead and subscribe to the channel to stay posted with brand new Darktide content and news, as well as go ahead and join my Discord down below. We have an active community growing, guys, and we're going to be talking about a lot of Darktide news in there. Content for Darktide is going to be talked about in there. Just pretty much a lot of things Darktide related as well as non-related Darktide stuff. And if you want to be a part of an awesome community, go ahead, join the Discord below. Come hang out with me and a bunch of other community members, guys. But yeah, with that being said, comment down below what you guys think is going to be the situation with the scoreboard, and if you guys are looking forward to it. And with that, guys, it's time to end the video. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned and watching, and I'll see you guys next time.